Okay, this is Algebra 1, and this is a first semester review. Anytime it says to evaluate, it means you're putting numbers in for the letters and you're solving. So instead of an A, we have 7 times, instead of a B, we have 4 squared minus 5, close parentheses, divided by open 7 plus 4. You would just take your calculator and you would put it in exactly like it looks. So you want to be at your home screen, and you do 7 open 4 squared minus 5 close divided by open 7 plus 4 close. Enter. And you get 7. So 7 is your answer. So evaluate just means put it in and solve. Simplify means you're going to combine your like terms. So if you look, you have a 10y and a 6y. They both have the same letter with the same exponent, so they get combined. And you just use your calculator if you need to. 10 minus 6 is 4y plus 4y squared. Because this right here didn't have anything to combine with, you just brought it along. Number 3 is an evaluate again, so that means you're going to go to your calculator and you're going to say 6 open negative 12 close plus open negative 3 close open negative 8 close. You just type exactly what you saw on the paper in your calculator. Let me put a 3 in, and you hit enter and you get negative 48, and that's your answer. Simplify, you're combining like terms, but we have parentheses here, so you're going to have to distribute. So you bring down your 2. 4 times xy is plus 4xy. 4 times 2z is plus 8z. And then you bring down your plus 7xy. Now you need to look for like terms. You've got 2. So you bring down your 2. 4 plus 7 is going to be plus 11xy plus 8z. And that's your answer. We have another evaluate. So you're going to use your calculator. There is something different about this one. It's a fraction. Remember that you've got to put parentheses around the top. So it's open 3 squared minus 4 squared, close parentheses, divided by, because that's what a fraction means, 5. And you're just going to take your calculator and you're going to put it in. You're going to say open 3 squared minus 4 squared, close, divided by 5. And you get negative 1.4. Okay, the next problem wants you, sorry, I didn't write that answer down, did I? Negative 1.4. The next problem wants you to graph. In other words, you're going to put a dot on the number line at negative 2. So here's negative 2, at 0, and at 3. That one's about as easy as it gets. Number 7 wants you to write them in order from least to greatest. Remember that to turn a fraction into a decimal, you just divide. So you've got 7 divided by 12. You've got 3 divided by 4. And you've got 17 divided by 30. Now you look at your 3 decimals here and you say which one's smallest. Well, you've a 5 and a 7 and a 5. These two are smaller. 5, 8, 5, 6. 0.56 is the smallest, so 17 over 30 is going to be the first thing you write down. And then 7 over 12 is next, and then 3/4 is the biggest. Going to the next page. Find the sum. Once again, you're just going to use your calculator, but you've got to remember that you got to put parentheses. So you're going to clear this out. You're going to say open 5 divided by 12 close plus open negative 3 divided by 4 close. Enter, and you get negative 0.33. Or if you wanted that to be a fraction, you would do math, enter, enter, and it's negative 1/3. Number 9, you want to find the product. All you're going to do is put it in your calculator and multiply. You're going to say negative 1.3 times 4. And you get negative 5.2. Number 10, you're going to simplify. You're multiplying this and you're multiplying this. 3a times negative 2b. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. bring your letters down, AB, plus 4B times negative 3A. 4 times negative 3 is a negative 12, BA. Now, AB and BA are the same thing, so you've got to combine these. Negative 6 plus a negative 12 is negative 18 AB for your final answer. Number 11, you're just going to punch in your calculator. Negative 1/2 is the same thing as negative 0.5 divided by 6, and you get negative 0.083. Or, if you want it to be a fraction, you would do math, enter, enter, and it's negative 1/12. Number 12 wants you to simplify. In order to simplify, all three numbers must divide by the same thing. These will all divide by 6. So 12 divided by 6 gives you 2x, minus 18 divided by 6 gives you 3. All over 6 divided by 6 is 1. You're going to solve this problem. You're trying to get m by itself, and so you've got to move this 12 to the other side, and you're going to subtract it. M is equal to 19 minus 12 is 7. You got to get rid of your parentheses first, so you're going to distribute your 6, and you're going to distribute your negative 2. So 6 times x gives you 6x, plus 6 times 5 is 30, equals negative 2 times x is negative 2x, negative 2 times negative 3 is plus 6. I would bring my 2x over and add it. And so you get 8x plus 30 is equal to 6. I would subtract my 30. 8x is equal to a negative 24. You're going to divide both sides by 8. And x is equal to negative 3. Only thing different on number 15 is it is an inequality, and remember, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to flip the symbol. We're going to be dividing both sides by a negative 6, so p is now less than or equal to 42 divided by negative 6 is a negative 7. You've got to flip that symbol. Number 16, I would start by moving my 8. So negative 4m is greater than 16 minus 8 is 8. Divide both sides by a negative 4. So m is now less than. We divided by negative, you got to flip it. 8 divided by negative 4 is a negative 2. Number 17, we need to move that 3. Both sides are going to get divided by 3. And y is equal to negative 14. Number 18, you're going to cross multiply. So you're going to say 2 times 10 equals 5 times x plus 5. I multiplied that and put it on a side, and I multiplied that and put it on the other side. So 2 times 10 is 20 equals, then you're going to distribute this 5, and you get 5x plus 25. Move your 25, and you get negative 5 is equal to 5x. Divide both sides by this 5, and you get negative 1 equals x. We need to move this 4/5. We're going to divide both sides by 4/5. X is still less than because I did not divide by a negative number. And so we're going to say open negative 1 divided by 3, close, divided by open 4 divided by 5. And you get negative 0.416. Or if you want it to be a fraction, you would go to math, enter, enter, and negative 5/12 if you wanted it that way. Either way. Going to the next page. You're going to have to distribute this negative. When you have a negative there, you either think of it as distributing a negative 1 or as changing signs. Either way, it becomes 3x minus x plus 3 is greater than negative 7. Combine your like terms, and it gives you 2x plus 3 is greater than negative 7. Move your 3, and you get 2x is greater than negative 10. Divide by 2, and x is greater than negative 5. Proportions, remember you're going to cross multiply, so x times 21 is 21x equals 3 times 4 is 12. Divide both sides by 21. X is equal to 4/7, or if you want it to be as a decimal, x is equal to 0.57. What number is 40% of 58? This is your is over of equals percent over 100. What number is? So x goes in my is spot. Of is going to be 58 equals 40% over 100. So 100x is equal to 58 times 40. So 58 times 40 divided by 100, and you end up with x is equal to 23.2. What is the probability that when a coin is tossed, it's going to land heads up? Probability is yes over total. Well, how many sides of that coin is going to be heads up? There's only one. Over how many total sides are there on the coin? 2. So the probability is 1/2, or 1 out of 2. If the probability of an event is 4/7, what are the odds? Well, odds are going to be yes over no. Remember, probability is yes over total. So if I have 4 yeses and 7 total, that means that my no must be 3. So my odds are 4/3. 25 is an evaluate. We talked about that earlier. It means put it in the calculator. So 4 open, 2 plus 3 times 5 close minus 3 squared. And you get 59. Number 26, write the ordered pair for point A. You're going to go over 2 and up 1, so that's 2 comma 1. Number 27, what is quadrant? Contains point B. Remember, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is your answer. Going to the next page. What is the domain? Using this set of points, domain is your x values. So 0, -2, 5, and then there's another 5, but you don't have to write it twice. What is the range? That's talking about the y values. So 1, 3, 7, and 9. Number 30, find the slope of the line going through -4, -2, and 5, 1. You use your calculator, and you're going to go to stat. So you're going to go to stat, edit, and you're going to put your points in. We have a -4 and a 5 for my x values. The x values both have to go on the left. And then I have a -2 and a 1 for my y values. Once you get them in, you go back to stat, over to calc, and you choose 4 for linear regression. You press enter, and the a value is your slope. So your slope, which is m, is equal to 0.33. 31, write an equation in slope-intercept form for a line that is parallel to the graph of 3y minus 6x equal 4 and goes through 4, 0. Start by getting y by itself. 3y is equal to 4 plus 6x. Divide everything by 3. Y is equal to 4/3 plus 2x. My slope is 2. So y equal mx plus b. My y is 0 equals my slope is 2 times my x is 4 plus b. 0 is equal to 8 plus b. Move your 8. -8 is equal to b. Put these together. Y is equal to 2x minus 8. That's one of the longest ones you're going to have. Okay, I'm running out of time on this video, so I'm going to pause it. I'm going to work number 32, and then I'm going to put the answer on it. Ignore the standard form, put these into stat, and you end up with y is equal to 2/3 x plus 8. This is the end of part 1's video.